So our offer, okay, we need to build an offer. Now, what is an offer? You might be thinking. Okay, what is an offer? It's an interesting word, make an offer. Does anyone know what an offer is? Let's hear in the chat. What do we think an offer is? Okay, we usually get a lot of answers like this. So, yeah, so what you're selling, a service, what I have to sell, our services, an opportunity, it's a good word. Jedi, your solution to people's problem. That's actually a very good answer. Very good answer. What you can do for someone, it's also a good answer. Trade of value, so very similar. A lot of the times what we hear here is the offer is your service or your product, okay, which it is not. Okay, I've got this bar here to represent this. So give you guys an example. I've got this this protein bar. Okay, it's a protein bar. This is, it's just a protein bar. It's like a chocolate protein bar. Okay, this is what we call a product. Okay, so this is your product, or in this case, this is your service. This is your trade of value. Okay, this is what you have to sell. Okay, your offer is essentially the wrapping. Okay, this is the offer. It is how you present your product or your service to the market. Now, if you didn't know what this was, you'd probably look at it and think, well, it's just like a chocolate bar. Okay, who wants a chocolate bar? Some people, a lot of people, maybe not everyone, right? But the offer is designed to relay the right message to the right people. Okay, this is a protein bar. It is designed specifically for a target audience, okay? And it is presented in a way that resonates with that target audience to solve a problem, to provide them value, and to communicate. This is key, guys. To communicate the value of your product. Okay, so pretty simple. That's essentially what an offer is. That's the easiest way to explain it. Now, to start the offer, we do have to nail our niche. Okay, so the protein bar is designed for who? It's designed for people that are looking for protein, pretty much people that go to the gym, okay, fitness experts. Okay, someone like Jacob, right? This is Jacob and I, we are the target audience for this, okay? So we want to be able to nail our niche, okay? Very important. To the wrong people, this protein bar is not very valuable, okay? Just a chocolate bar, doesn't really mean anything. To the right people who see this and see that it's 20 grams of protein, only 3.8 grams of sugar, and wow, it's only 225 calories for 20 grams. That's incredible. Wow, this is very valuable to me, to the right person. This is the power of having the right offer and nailing your niche, understanding who you're selling your product to. Okay, so we want to nail our niche. Very important. Now, I want to give an example of this as well before we go into it. Is anyone here on the screen, anyone here who has worked in a career and suffered from burnout before? Burnout. Okay, keep your hand up if you'd like to do an example together with me. All right, a lot of people, so we're gonna have to choose. Okay. All right, Stella kept her hand up the whole time, so let's just go with Stella. All right, Jay, can we please spotlight Stella for this? Cool. So you've experienced burnout in a career before?
Yes, I had to leave that career.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess what we're going to do is we're going to just do some role play, a bit of practice, and I just want you to pretend that you don't know me. We're just meeting each other.
Yes.
And we're going to meet each other, and you're just going to ask me, what do you do for yourself? Okay. So can I ask first though, what was the career that you were in?
The travel industry.
So you were a travel agent or?
Yeah, I worked in corporate travel for 9 years, in the industry all
Corporate
up to
travel.
12.
All right, cool. So corporate travel and you're experiencing burnout.
Yes.
All right, great. So we're going to meet each other and you're going to ask what I do for myself, okay? All right.
Hi,
Hey,
Jacob.
nice to meet you.
Hi, Jacob. Nice to meet you. So, what do you do?
I'm a coach.
What are you coaching?
Life coaching, life coaching.
Anything specifically, or just life in general?
Just everything, like just life coaching. Yeah, you interested in maybe buying my stuff?
Yeah, I could be interested.
Could be. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, everyone give a round of applause to Stella for that, quickly. And we're going to do another example. So uh, now it's important to know what's happening here, okay? We'll go through this soon, but generalization creates curiosity, doesn't create clients. Okay, so we've created curiosity in her, not a client. Now we're going to do that again. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Hi there, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Likewise, likewise. And then you ask me, what do you do for yourself?
So, what do you do for yourself?
I'm a burnout coach. I help travel agents overcome burnout so that they can have a better career.
Okay. I
What do
could
you
you
do for
give me more
yourself?
information there?
More information? Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
definitely. Would you like to, what do you do for yourself, by the way?
Corporate travel. I look
Oh,
after about
wow.
40 accounts.
Oh, that's incredible. I help people just like you. Um, yeah, if you like some more information, I mean, how about we book a free breakthrough session together? Does that
That
sound
sounds
good?
amazing.
Fantastic. All right, round of applause for Stella, everyone. Round of applause. Now, well done. Well done. So, quick example, but can you see how when you have the right niche, the right person, okay, here's what you offer and thinks this is for me. Okay, they get curious. So, all right, very important. Nailing your niche is going to help you be perceived as an expert in your field. Now, Stella, did you feel like the second time around that I was more of an expert in my field when I said that I work with travel agents and help them overcome burnout?
Yes. Yeah.
Beautiful. So if you can nail this, okay, you'll ultimately be able to command higher prices, attract more clients, and help more people. Okay, very important. So I'll ask this to everyone here. If you wanted to buy a new TV or a new laptop, okay, a new electronic device, where would you guys go? Type it in the chat. Where would you go if you wanted to buy a new TV or laptop? Where would you guys go? JB Hi-Fi, JB, Harvey Norman. Good guys, JB. Okay, Harvey Norman again. Tell me you're Australian without telling me you're Australian, right? So JB Hi-Fi, Harvey Norman, those are typically the two most common. Okay, why didn't anyone here say Big W or Kmart? What's wrong with Big W and Kmart? Don't they sell? They got an electronics little section at the back. I saw once. Why don't we go to Big W or Kmart for expert advice? Because they sell everything. Okay, because they sell everything. JB Hi-Fi sells electronics. Okay, JB Hi-Fi sells electronics. They're perceived as the expert guys. This is important. When you think TV, laptop, and you need advice on electronics, we think JB Hi-Fi, Harvey Norman, we think specificity. Okay, specificity. So they're perceived as the expert. So the lesson here is people trust specialists more than generalists. Okay, people trust specialists more than generalists. If you had a serious knee injury, who would you rather go see? Let's say you had a serious knee injury. It's a terrible knee injury. Who would you guys rather go see? Just put one or two in the chat. A general practitioner or a knee surgeon or a knee specialist. Okay, two. Okay, we all know the GP is just going to send us to the specialist anyway. Okay? The GP is knowledgeable about many things, but the specialist commands trust. Specialist commands trust and higher prices. And higher prices. much higher prices. Okay, much higher. you've ever seen a knee, I have seen a knee specialist in the past. Definitely a lot more than a GP, that's for sure. So it's the same in coaching, guys, or in service providing, or in any industry, really. Life coach is a GP. But a burnout recovery coach for corporate professionals or corporate travel agents is a specialist. Okay, if Stella was looking for help at that time to overcome her burnout and was overwhelmed with life, who is she going to search online for? Is she going to search the word life coach, or is she going to search for a burnout travel agent coach? Okay, the more specific we get, the easier we are to find. Okay, the more specific we get, the easier we are to find. Another great example, if you want great Italian food, where do you go? Do you go to a place that sells only pizza, pasta, and risotto, an Italian restaurant? Or a place that sells sushi, burgers, tacos, a bit of pasta, a bit of steak, maybe they got cocktails as well. They got a bit of everything. If you want great Italian food, where are you going to go? You're going to go to the Italian restaurant. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but like if I go to a restaurant and they have 7 different cuisines on the menu, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Okay, if they've got 10 different cuisines, there's Chinese food, Italian food, there's Lebanese, there's Greek. They've got all these different cuisines on the menu. I don't know what to pick. I can't trust it. I need to see the chef. Show me the chef. Then I'll know what to pick. Okay. When a restaurant tries to serve everything, people assume that none of it is exceptional. Okay. They assume that none of it is exceptional. Okay. And who gets to charge more for pizza? The Italian restaurant or TGI Fridays? All right. Or the pub? Who gets to charge more? Specialist. And as we just learnt in the example, again, with Stella, if someone says, I'm a life coach, people might think that's great. Nice to meet you. Okay. But if they say, I help corporate professionals overcome burnout, they might think this could be for me. Can I get some more information? How does that work? Okay. So niching makes marketing clear and magnetic. This is very important, guys. Niching will make your marketing clear and magnetic. Okay, so imagine you guys are struggling with anxiety and burnout from your corporate job, and you decide to search for a coach online. You're suffering severe anxiety, burnout, and you're just becoming overwhelmed with life. You search online, 2 options appear. Coach A, who is a life coach helping people improve their lives. That's what it says on their Instagram, right? Life coach. Coach B helps corporate professionals overcome burnout and anxiety using breathwork and subconscious reprogramming. Which one are you more likely to choose? Which one would you choose? It's obvious, right? I mean, who's going to pick A? If you type A in the chat, we got to have a talk privately, okay? Good, no one typed it in. So, both coaches have the same level of skill, right? Could it be possible that they both did the same training? They both have the same level of skill? Is it possible that Coach A is even a better coach? Is that possible? It is, right? It's possible that Coach A is a world-class coach. Helps people improve their lives. Okay? But people are going to pick B. And this is where it gets very interesting, guys. Okay? When you speak to everyone, you resonate with no one. I don't mean some people, I mean no one. Because in every scenario, there is always a Coach B. In every scenario, there is always a Coach B. And if you are Coach A, no matter how good you are, no matter how big you are in your brand, there's always going to be a Coach B that resonates better with your client. This is why we say, we literally mean, when you try to sell to everyone, you sell to nobody. because they are always going to pick that coach B. Always. People tell us all the time, well, if I niche down too hard, won't I turn away a lot of people and people will think this is not for them? That is true, yes, that might happen. But if you don't niche down, you'll turn away everybody. This is the key to niching. Okay, when you speak to a specific person with a specific problem, you become the obvious choice. Okay, absolutely, Fortunato, we're going to niche it down further very shortly. The more specific, the better. So remember, guys, people aren't looking for a coach. Okay, this is I want you guys to even just write this down, just so that you can really drill this in. Like, people aren't looking for a coach, guys. They are not searching for a coach. They're looking for someone who solves their problems. That's what they want. They're looking for someone who solves their specific problem. People do not look for coaches. Okay, we do not look for electronics stores. We look for electronics. Okay, they're looking for the solution to their problem. This is what's happening unconsciously when people are searching. They're not thinking, yeah, I'll find myself a life coach. No, they're thinking, geez, this job is doing my head in. I just can't keep this up anymore. Like, I think I need some help. And then the right person pops up on social media. Okay. So remember, generalists get curiosity, as we saw with Stella. Generalists get curiosity. All right. Well, what type of coaching do you do? What type of this? What about that? What if I had answered that question wrong and I said, oh, I help accountants? Well, what type of coaching? She needs more specific. She needs me to be more specific, right? Whereas if I come in with my niche and I'm specific and I'm okay with it not being a fit for them, I'm going to do better. And you know what's going to happen? If I come in there and I say, you know what, I help accountants overcome burnout and anxiety in their career so that they can have a better job and a better life. Do you think the travel agent is going to say, oh, no, that's not for me. I'm not an accountant. They're going to say, oh, well, do you work with travel agents? Because I got burnout. Okay, so you're not going to lose the client if you become specific. A lot of people think you will. Okay, so this is key. People don't look for a coach. They look for someone who solves their specific problem.